So, alright. First things first, a message to Baron. Right? He sent me an email about a month ago, which tells you how often I check my email. In the email, he said, hey, do you have Discord or Skype? I want to be able to talk to you without having to make a fucking video about you. And I'm like, alright, fair enough. And so I do have Discord. I emailed you back with the full story, kind of. Not the full story, but the rough cliff notes of why it is I'm really never on Discord anymore. So, check your email if you're watching this. I emailed you back, finally. Because I finally checked my email, so I saw that you emailed. But, yeah, you're going to have to, like, friend me on Discord or something like that. Because I will only use it to DM. Period. That's it. I don't get into general Discords anymore and, like, chat with people. Because I can't. I am not going to discuss the full reasons as why. Is because, no, I'm not going to do that. But I have very good, very solid, very valid reasons as to why I avoid Discord for any longer than a few seconds to read a message and type a message back. And it's as long as my little picture will ever light up green. And I keep it that way. For a very good reason. So, it has, I can say this. It has to do with the birthday present that I bought for myself last year. Which was a 9mm pistol. So, right? I don't get on Discord and chat anymore. But, I will DM. So, if you want to friend me and DM with me on Discord, I'm down. Just let me know. You email me back. I'll pay attention to my email for the next couple of days or until we figure this out or whatever. Email me back if there's like a problem with friending me or interacting with me at all. Because I probably have all the settings shut to fucking don't know nothing from anybody. So I'm going to have to dig around in the settings probably. I think I turned everything back on, but I don't know. So let me know what's going on and we'll figure it out. There you go. Cool.
This is America.
If everybody's refusing all solutions, guess what? It's because everybody understands deep down, subconsciously, we're literally talking about how do we stop murderers from murdering people. What the fuck are we doing?
Who run Bartertown?
You know who.
You know him, you love him. He's
So, this is a comedy channel. I like to joke around, I like to laugh, and I like people that like to joke around and like to laugh, right? That's why I run a comedy channel. It's fun. But there was a point where I had honestly considered making another channel wherein I wouldn't have any video or anything like that. It wouldn't be me. I would, use an avatar of some sort or another. And I was going to just give harsh, hard reality. Just my harsh, hard, realistic observations. I wanted to do this because at the time I was making some, harsh realizations in my head, and I wanted to share it. But I didn't want to bring things down here on this channel because this is a comedy channel where we like to have a good time. But I think I'm done. Right? Are we all done? Are we done? We had our moment, right? We had our good half a week or whatever to get all righteous and indignant and just vent our frustration. I'm done.
And I'm sorry I missed your phone call, and that I know you're done, so So when you get this, can you call me back? I love you and I miss you.
Right? I think we're done. Here's some hard reality. We're human beings. And human beings are inherently flawed. It's what makes us so wonderful. It's honestly what keeps us going. Right? We are self-absorbed and narcissistic creatures. All of us. To our core. You see it in children who you say, well, they should know better, but no, adults don't know better. No. Like, when you see it in children that young, you start to realize that's what we really are at our base. We're just kind of evil little self-obsessed fuckers. Right? We have, whatever you want to refer to it as, we are riddled with sin. I'm not using it in the biblical sense, but it's just a term where I say it and everybody knows what I mean. Don't confuse it with some sort of religious sermon. We are full of sin. We do hateful, terrible things to each other. We do. Somebody left a comment the other day that I didn't read because it just didn't really feel like it fit the mood of the video that I was doing. But in that, video, I laid out some silly things, and then I said, we as a people are not mature enough for the internet. It is the single greatest repository for knowledge in the world. You can find anything and everything on the internet. I was thinking about renovating the bathroom, and I was like, oh shit, I don't know how to do any of that kind of stuff. Then I watched a video on YouTube, fucking whipped it out in like a couple hours. It was great. Right? You can, with enough study in the internet, you can master pretty much any trade you wish. My dad right now is working on leather working. He's making all manner of shit with leather. He keeps asking me if I want wallets and whatnot, and I'm like, no, I don't need any of that kind of stuff. So the internet's amazing. It's the single best repository of knowledge and skill in the world. And it is the best way to spread that knowledge and those skills all over the globe. It reaches everywhere. It's awesome. And what do we do with it as people? Mostly, we use it for porn. Right? There's even songs about it. The internet is for porn. Right? Mostly we look at porn. And what do we do with this amazing repository of knowledge? We fill it with lies and opinions that we decide to call facts. Because it's my truth. I don't care what the abject truth is. I only care about my truth. Okay. Right? We fill it with lies and we spread them around the world. Now it's so bad that the greatest repository of knowledge in existence that has ever existed, on this planet at least, and it's so fucked up now that you can't even tell if what the fuck you're reading on the internet is real or not. We've got jokes about that. Oh, I read it on the internet, so of course it's true. You should be able to say that. I read it on the internet. It's where we store all of our actual knowledge. But we just get on there and lie. And you want to know something else? Something even more fun? Here's the kicker. We even use it to commit crimes against each other. We defraud each other. We scam each other. And some people outright fucking steal from one another. It's what we do. We developed the greatest repository for knowledge with the best ability to spread it worldwide, and what do? We use crimes, porn, and just lie. We're evil beings. When it comes down to it, it's just what we are. We have great capacity for good. We do. I see it differently than Jordan Peterson does. I can't entirely say that because I'm going with what I think he thinks because it's been a while. But it seems to me like, fuck that. Let's just say this. There's people that think that we are inherently good and we have moments of evil, right? And that we have a great capacity for evil, but mostly we're pretty good. I believe the opposite. I believe that we are mostly evil and we have great capacity for good. But we're mostly evil. Right? Much of the time when we're doing good things, we're not doing it for actually doing good things. We're doing it because it either makes us feel better about the situation or because other people will think that we're good because we're doing it. Right? Like, instinctually, we work to preserve the species. There you go. Instinctually, we work to preserve the species. So, yes, if we see other people in trouble, other people suffering, we have empathy. Some of us have empathy for them. And we work to help because that preserves the species. But a greater driving force than preserving the species is preserving self. Our own personal survival instinct far outweighs our altruism. Yeah. Always. It does. There are times where you find cases of people donating past what they can afford, and then they get fucked, and it's a thing, and then people donate to them, you know. Like, there's a kind of interplay that goes on with that kind of stuff. There's people that, you know, work really hard against the grain. But nevertheless, we're selfish. Because that's self-preservation. I'm not going to give you that, because I need that. Right? It's how we are. We have moments where we can be inspired to do great things. But for the most part, like, I'm sure a lot of you donate money to people on, like, Patreon and stuff like that. Well, how often have you just picked a random person on Patreon that you have absolutely no interest in whatsoever and just donate money to them just because it's nice? Never. I'm willing to bet fucking never. I might get one person that goes, oh yeah, I've done that, but I'm going to get 50 that go, fuck no, why would I do that? Right? I'll donate to somebody personally I like because I want to see them do more stuff because I like it, right? I want to see them taken care of so they can continue to entertain me. Yeah, it's altruism of a sort. I'm sure that the people that you donate to think it's fantastic that you are willing to be so giving with your money. But I think it's silly if you're going to pretend like it's because they're so generous. No, it's because they want you to keep fucking entertaining them. It's why we buy movies and music. It's why I'm fucking freaking out today that they just announced the next Tool album. I can't wait to buy it. You want to know why? Because I'll buy that album because I want them to make more than one CD every fucking decade and a half. And I think maybe that'll help. I don't know. I'm stupid in my own fucking ways. But also I want the disc. I want the CD case and all the cool artwork and all that stuff. It's a Tool album. They're my favorite band. I own every one of their albums. So I'm going to get that one too. Right? That's how it works. So, and I'll buy the super deluxe box, whatever. I don't give a shit. No, give me the cool stuff. I want it. Because I want it. Like, I'm not buying it because I want Maynard to make more wine. Give a shit less about his fucking wine. I care about the music. Make me more music, Maynard. But, right? I'm not doing it because I'm altruistic. I'm doing it because I want it. I'm not buying video games to support the people who made them. It happens to support the people who made them, and that's cool. That's why I think capitalism is more altruistic than socialism. Right? But I'm not buying it thinking about the people who made it. I'm buying it thinking about how I want to play it. You spin it right, everything can be just, it's just because you want it. No. It's because it makes me feel good. Well, yeah. We're evil creatures that can be inspired to do good. We have great capacity for good. We're mostly evil. That's how it works. I have to change the battery. Fuck! Now that we've established my thoughts on humanity in general. How fucking wobbly is it? God, there we go. Alright. There we go. Now that we've established what I think about humanity as a whole, let's talk about the issue. What is the issue? Mass shootings. Alright, fair enough. What is a mass shooting? It's a mass murder. Alright, fair enough. Who commits mass murder? Murderers. Alright, so what are we trying to solve? Murder. Well, that's not really a new problem. We've been working on that for millions of years? Billions, depending on who you want to believe? Right? So we want to solve murder. Okay. Well, we can take away everything that could possibly be used as a weapon. Then people will just strangle each other. Fair enough. We can take away anything that might inspire anybody to violence. Except that'll drive everybody crazy, right? So how do we stop murder? We don't. We fucking don't. It's a simple fact of life. We are self-aware, sentient animals. We're no better than animals, except for the fact that we are self-aware. That's it. At our base, we're animals. And if you think of us like animals, you gotta figure every once in a while, a wolf is just gonna kill a bunch of fucking sheep. It happens. It's just a fact of life. Sometimes somebody has just decided they're going to be the apex predator of the area, even if it kills them. Doesn't matter. And they go out and kill a bunch of things. Kill a bunch of other animals. This is not new. This is just a far faster process than, say, Son of Sam, who gripped an entire city for an entire summer in fear. Everybody was afraid of this guy for months before they figured him out and caught him. And he killed a bunch of people. This is just, it happens in a day now. It happens in a few minutes and it's done. It's no different. The mass murderer, Ted Bundy. So how do we stop it? We don't. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing to be done. We're animals. And sometimes one of the predators just takes out a lot of prey. It's a hard fact. It's real. It's dirty, but it's real. If somebody really wants to rob your house, no alarm system in the world is going to stop them. They're going to break in, and they're going to take whatever it is that they have such a fucking hard on to take. Yeah, you can catch them, whatever. But if they want to do it, they're going to do it. If somebody decides they want to go and shoot everybody in the Walmart down the street, they're going to do it. How do you stop that? You do your best. That's it. That's all you can do. Right? You notice when 9/11 happened, we didn't sit around talking about how planes are such a danger to tall buildings and we need to ban all the planes. Right? We didn't talk about that shit. We didn't talk about box knives. Right? And how box cutters can be used to threaten people and take over planes. So we need to ban all the box cutters. Right? No, we didn't have those fucking discussions. We talked about tighter security at airports. Right? And we got a lot tighter security at airports. And it happened really fucking fast too. Right? And haven't had another incident such as that since. Is it because of the tighter security at airport, or because it takes a lot of time and effort to pull off such a heist? I don't know. But nevertheless, we acted to do something that in some way or another made a difference. People have been caught trying to sneak shit on airplanes since then. Happens a lot, actually. So, and we gave up freedoms for that. We gave up hour wait times to get onto a plane. And now it's 6 hour wait times to get onto a plane. And everybody was fine with it. Everybody went, alright, fine. Alright? We don't want another 9/11. I'll take my shoes off. Right? But I read a lot of comments today of people going, fuck that. No, I ain't going to state mandated fucking psychiatry. No, hell no. Alright. I'm not allowing my freedoms or my stuff to be taken from me. Fuck that. I don't care. Because deep down everybody knows what the fucking problem is. We have murderers amongst us. No shit. That's been a problem for a while now. Huh? And you can't do shit about it. Because believe me, if it was a situation that was such an easy thing as let's just step up security places, right? It happened pretty quick with 9/11. A lot of shit went in place really fast to make sure that that never happened again. That was an issue. You really think they think this is an issue? Because every time people talk about, well, let's step up security, let's put security in school, we'll have metal detectors and guards and this, that, and the other thing, we'll arm teachers and we'll work on security. Everybody goes, no, I don't want that. Well, that's what we did at 9/11. Seems to have helped. Well, I don't want that. Okay. Well, I want to take everybody's guns. And somebody goes, no, I'm not giving up my guns. Fuck no. There's other people out there shooting people. I'm keeping my guns. Well, maybe we should have some sort of mandatory psych evaluation for every fucking American in this country to figure out who the lunatics are. I ain't doing that. Fuck you. And everybody bitches about how long the waits are now at airports, but you know what? You still show up fucking 6 hours early to get on your flight, don't you? Because you have no fucking choice. You want to fly, take your shoes off, and your belt, and the hat. Yes, thank you. And if we want you to take off more, we'll ask nicely first, and then we'll turn you the fuck around if you refuse. Because we don't want another 9/11. Under no fucking circumstances do we want that shit to happen again. But, Movie theater gets shot up next weekend. We'll bitch about guns. And everybody will say, you can't take my guns. And then the next thing Donald Trump tweets is going to be racist. And we're going to pay attention to that for a couple weeks. And then somebody else gets shot. Meanwhile, as Neil deGrasse Tyson so eloquently put it, in a 48-hour period in America, there's 40 gun deaths. 40. But we really, really, really care about the 20 people that got shot all at once in one area. Who gives a fuck that one dude got shot here, and another dude got shot here, and another dude got shot here, and another dude got shot here, spread all throughout the country? No, that was a big cluster right there. It's going to push that average up. We have murderers. We have since there were men. Well, we have since there were 3 men and 1 woman, depending on what you believe. We've had murderers amongst us. Ain't going anywhere. And fuck all you can do to stop it. You take everybody's guns, people will knife each other. Take everybody's knives, and they'll burn each other. You take away anything that can start a fire, and we'll freeze to death. Right? And people will be strangling each other over warmth. Cutting each other open and crawling into each other like tauntauns to stay warm. Like, we're inherently evil people. We have great capacity for good. But we're mostly evil. And some people are murderers. You can't stop it. If somebody wants to kill you, if they're willing to put in enough effort, you better fucking run. That's what you got. Protect yourself. Nobody else is going to. Because nobody else can. All you can do is keep your head on a swivel. Pay attention at all times to where you are, what you're doing, and who is around you. Keep your eyes on the doors. Keep your ears peeled for things. Pay attention to other people's conversations as you walk past them. Be aware. That's all you can do. Protect yourself. Whatever it is that means for you, protect yourself. Because there's murderers out there. And you don't know who they are until they start shooting people. Because that's how murders in mass numbers is done these days. It's what mass murderers do now. All at once. Avoid crowds. Live your life in fear. Don't go anywhere. Don't do anything. Or accept the fact that you live amongst wolves. And you don't know which one of them is going to kill you. So, there's your harsh reality. There's your unfun video. But if everybody's refusing all solutions, guess what? It's because everybody understands deep down, subconsciously, we're literally talking about how do we stop murderers from murdering people. What the fuck are we doing?